What's good, YouTube? It's your boy K. Oh my God, I'm looking at Megan Thee Stallion thing on Instagram. Hold on, y'all. Go ahead and ignore that first part, ladies and gentlemen. The Miami Dolphins on a 3-game win streak. We have beat the New York Jets. I'm sorry, this video is a little late than I wanted it to be, but we beat the New York Jets by 24-17. A pretty impressive. Well, I mean, it would be a more impressive win if it wasn't the Jets. You know what I'm saying? But we did outplay them. You know what I'm saying? And so we did beat the Jets. Now, a lot of people, again, will probably say this was an ugly win. Y'all know my opinion. There's no such thing as an ugly win. So, a win is a win at the end of the day. You want a pretty loss or you want an ugly win? What do you want? I'd rather have an ugly win 10 times out of 10. Obviously, it honestly just depends on what type of team you think we are, whether you felt like we should have dominated them. This is a division game. They were at home. There was a lot of stuff going on. And, we're only 4-7, so it was kind of what I expected. There were some very interesting things happening in this game. By the way, if you hear noise in the background, it's because my neighbors, they play music super loud during the weekend. So yeah, anyways, I don't really complain about it at all. Like, I don't really care at all because I make these YouTube videos and I yell. So it's like, as long as they don't complain on me, I'm going to complain on them. It's good. So if you look at the stats, Tua played pretty well this game. He did have a really bad throw in the first quarter, but after that, settled down, didn't do anything else really bad at all. You know what I'm saying? He had the longest pass of his entire career to Mac Hollins. It was about 65 yards. It was an amazing throw. It was a little underthrown. I mean, it was as good as a throw as you could ask for. I mean, it wasn't in stride, but I mean, damn, it was a touchdown. Who gives a fuck? And it was a deep ass throw, and he stepped up in the pocket to throw. It was probably one of the most impressive throws, probably the most impressive throw. Top 5 for sure throw that I've ever seen Tua make. It was a beautiful ball. But that pretty much, helped us really offensively. Our defense did play super well for the majority of the game. They had some couple slip-ups, but they played really well. And when you run a lot of these blitzes, these cover zero and things like that, you can expect a long touchdown like the one to Elijah Moore. You can kind of expect things like that because you already you're blitzing everybody. It's one-on-one. All somebody has to do is fall in this long touchdown. So you got to take it. You got to take the good with the bad, And that's why I always say we're a super tough matchup to any team that doesn't have super elite wide receivers. I'm nervous about when we play like the Chiefs and stuff like that because it's hard to do that versus like a team like the Chiefs or even the Bucks. We see how that goes because their receivers are so good that when we try to blitz everybody, they're going to cook Byron Jones and Xavier Howard and things like that. But a team like the Jets with Elijah Moore, and I mean, they're decent, they're serviceable, but they're not, so good to where we can't run this defense, and we're so nervous that they're going to destroy our cornerbacks one-on-one. But like the Bucks and Chiefs and stuff like that with multiple weapons like that, it's hard to do it against. We stick to the ground a lot this game. Myles Gaskin, 23 carries, 89 yards. So it wasn't the most, oppressive running performance, but it wasn't bad either. And we stuck to the ground. I mean, we played I think, we executed pretty well this game, honestly. I think when everything considered, we played pretty okay, and we still only won by 7. But, I mean, it wasn't a game where I necessarily thought we would lose at any point. And it just was little slip-ups here and there. Jason Sanders also missed a couple kicks, or a kick. Jason Sanders is looking like he's regressed, which hurts to say, but he's looking like he regressed. Our special teams as a unit as a whole isn't what it used to be. Maybe it's Rizzy, who knows, but Rizzy being gone, you guys remember Rizzy, but special teams unit is definitely not what it used to be. But yeah, other than that, super solid game from everybody. I'm looking forward to these next few weeks. You know what I'm saying? The Dolphins they're looking good. We can go on a 10-7 run right here. I believe in this. Okay. And again, the amazing part about this of us not having our pick is that we don't have any fans complaining about wins, and I think that's just beautiful. That just excites me so much that I know that every fan is excited about these wins that we are getting. Okay, so that is important. So I think the play calling was good. The blocking was solid too. I appreciate the blocking. It was some plays. Obviously, every team's gonna have plays where they slip up. You know what I'm saying? It's tough. But our blocking for the most part was pretty solid this game. Just about the eye test. I don't have the numbers or anything, but eye test says our blocking was doing. Tua had time in the pocket today. You can't say Tua did not have time in the pocket today. So I think it was a cohesive effort, and I think it worked out for everybody involved. I think Tua played great. I think the line played great. I think our running game played decent, but it was mediocre. And I think our defense played pretty good, but they could have played better, but they played pretty good. We only won by 7, but it was just a kind of a slower game, but we were never at no threat of losing this game. I feel like I always felt like we was going to win this game. It just we missed a kick, and then there was obviously some stagnant drives with our offensive coordinators. But for the most part, I think we played pretty solid. So 3-game win streak. Right now we're now 4-7. Coming back from 1-7. There is an extra game this year, so who knows? Maybe that extra game is what we need to try to make a crazy push. But we're just gonna have to continue to win. Take it definitely one game at a time, and just continue to build off of this. Build off the success that we had today, build off the success we had against the Ravens. I do feel like we kind of like play down a little bit sometimes, which is weird because we suck ourselves, so we can't be playing down the competition. But just continue to build off the success, feed off our defense. But I think our offense just needs to be a little more consistent. I think that would be the pretty much what's going to bring us over a hump. A little more consistent offense. I understand they can't score every possession. I understand that, but just be a little more consistent. If our offense could be a little more consistent with how they operate, you know what I'm saying, will be good. Because let's be honest, you can't keep going entire quarters without scoring. You want to at least get like a field goal of anything. We go like, it seems like we go quarters without even getting a first down. That can't happen. It can happen against a team like the Jets, who might not be that good, but it can't actually happen if we want to build any type of sustainable success. You can't actually just go quarters without scoring. I know our defense is good at getting stops. I know our defense is supposed to be better than our offense because they are paid more. But you just want a little more out of your offense. The game is designed for offenses. So again, they can't score every possession. I understand that. Even if they don't score every other possession, but when you got the 3 possessions in a row where you go 3 and out, that just can't happen as much as it happens. And for us to expect to have any type of success, because our defense can hold up and they're supposed to and they're expected to, but they're gonna break eventually, right? And then, so yeah, that's all I'm hoping for. So other than that, I'm gonna get back to watching this Chiefs game, but I am, super excited about, the direction that the team is going. Stuff is looking pretty good. Stuff is looking pretty solid. Jets, no matter what, the Jets had a better record than us at the time, but no matter what, we'll always be better than the Jets. I think they did the smart thing by starting Fitz, though. I mean, by starting Flacco, I think they didn't have a chance with Mike White, or it would have got worse with them too, because Flacco actually under the blitz actually have he kind of know what he's doing, The rest of them wouldn't know what they was doing. So they did smart. They gave themselves the best opportunity to win. Also, we got some big third down stops that really helped us win the game. I mean, some third down plays that helped us win the game. They had some big penalties. They were undisciplined. They had nobody to blame but themselves on those. So, yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, solid game. Look forward to seeing it next week. But, by the way, I'm not a Florida fan. I just had this hat on because it kind of I like the color and everything. This ain't me. All right? Anyways, get in the conversation. Let me know what you guys think. The Miami Dolphins on a little win streak now. All right, they're on a little win streak. I don't know what we gonna say about this, but the Miami Dolphins are on a little win streak right now. We haven't lost in 3 weeks, so we had to go, 2 months of straight losing, but now we haven't lost in 3 weeks. I forgot how it feels to lose. Bruh. I hope that we continue down this path. And that everybody just continues to improve. Good weeks. Victory Mondays are always the best. We didn't get a Victory Monday last week because it was a Thursday, but Victory Monday always the best. Wake up, know your team won. Last time we had Victory Friday. But let's just continue it on and see where we can go from here. Like, comment, subscribe. Road to 11K. Flexing. Oh.